Hello, Terranaville ICM, and hello, world. I'm your host, Dalva, and Happy New Year! Just a quick reminder that we will be within the month transitioning over to Facebook groups. You'll be getting an invitation either from me or from Kim. We look forward to seeing you all there. Anyway, so again, Happy New Year. Hope everyone had good time ringing in the new year and no hangovers or drama. But for the new year, we're drawing our cards from messages from your animal spirit guides. Okay, so this is Stephen Farmer. And as far as oracle decks go, this one's a little punchy. Not like, vicious or whatever. It's still a softer message than what you may get for something like the tarot. But it's still, kind of, hey, holding you to account kind of energy to this deck. So specifically, this reading is for January 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I always feel really good when the new year starts on a Sunday. It just seems to make sense to me, in an organizational sort of way. But before we get started, let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go, let it flow, let that new year just pass on by. It's gone. Okay, get ready for the new year. And we've got from our well, actually, let me show you this deck first before I get into the message. Sometimes people are looking for new decks or like the message from the deck I'm using. So there's the back, that blue heron, and we have this fun sort of artwork. Okay, it looks like a little bit like watercolor. All right, and yeah. All right, so this message, I've got our cards laid out in the more efficient way. Thank you, Kim, again. So you don't have to listen to me shuffle. Our message today, and for this kind of energy here at the very beginning of the year of 2023, it feels really about getting clear and getting balanced is kind of what I'm picking up here. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. So our first card is Octopus, and I just love this artwork. And, it's a very interesting non-human animal, right? Like, they have a lot of odd, interesting, strange, speculative behaviors, right? But it says here, practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. And that seems kind of unusual on the nose, but I really feel like this is about doing what you want to do to feel, and forgive my turn of phrase here, it's Mercury retrograde, by the way, 29th through I think the 16th of, 29th of December through the 16th of this month. So if I'm tripping over something, I apologize. Ask me for clarity in the comments. And again, forgive my turn of phrase, I think this is about feeling pretty, or feeling handsome, or feeling good in your body. And maybe over the holidays we overindulged, and that doesn't always feel good in our bodies. Being around family members or other people that we may or may not have a good relationship with, or a healthy relationship with, that our body keeps track of that. And I feel like that's a message too, kind of overall, is like our bodies and our spirits are not separate. Our thoughts and our feelings are not separate from our body. Our body is not separate from our thoughts and our feelings. Like, we're a whole being, and we're having, an experience as a whole being. So that's going to hit you on every level. But this is, what do you need to do to feel good in your body? What do you need to do to feel pretty? So this feels like getting really in touch with yourself. Like, what are your needs? What do you, who are you? And there may be different layers. Like, maybe you want to glam up one day and goth out the next. This is maybe getting in touch with your many different personas. And we all have many different archetypes that work in our psyche at any given time. So this may be getting deeper, like a deeper awareness of those archetypes, giving everybody equal airtime, like however that looks in your psyche, and how that's going to play out in your body. Like I said, maybe one day you want to be all glam, and the next day you want to be goth, and that's fine. But kind of getting in touch with that, and ultimately, having that deeper awareness of yourself and the personas and archetypes that you embody, this gives you a lot of flexibility. It gives you a lot of adaptability. So you may be in situations this year, and I'm feeling like it's going to be this year, where you got to adapt. And maybe that means you put away little kid Susan and bring out bitch Susan, or maybe this is where you need to tell your inner autocrat to sit down and shut up and let party girl come out, or party boy, or whatever, however you want to think of that. So this is getting in touch with that and being aware, getting clear awareness around your different archetypes, what they need to function at their optimal level, and how that may be something that you need to adapt, either that you need to use, in situations where you need to adapt in the new year. And I feel like all of that was really confusing. So again, questions, please put them in the comments, and hopefully Mercury retrograde the second time around will be more forgiving. So, polar bear. And it says, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. And again, this feels like getting in touch with yourself, having a clear awareness of yourself and what those truths are, but also when we're interacting, it's about adaptability. All right, you're in the situation, you're adapting. Adaptability doesn't mean you suddenly become a doormat, or that you suddenly don't have boundaries, or that you're suddenly a completely different human being. No, you need to continue to speak your truth. You need to continue, speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. We say what we say to people, and we do what we do with other people. It's for us, okay, and it doesn't really have anything to do with them. We may tell ourselves that, but ultimately, this is us, and that's important to remember with other people, that no matter what they say or do, it's about them. It's about their stories they got going on in their head, and about what they're expecting, right? So attaching ourselves to outcome is unnecessary. Okay, we're not in control of how the other person's going to react. We're not in control of what they're going to do. We're doing this for our own sakes. We're setting a boundary, to keep ourselves safe or seen or heard, whatever it is. Okay. So there's no need to say or do anything at this point to get someone to say or do anything. Okay, nothing we say or do is going to make anyone love us more, want us more, be less angry at us, whatever it is. That's the story they're telling themselves. That's not the story we need to be telling ourselves. Okay, so speak up for yourself. So what you gotta say, be who you gotta be. Okay, and it's this quote, and I can't remember who said it, but it's better to be hated for who you are than loved for what you're not. Because you're not really loved, are you? Right? It's like they're loving something that isn't real, if it's not really you. So be authentic. I feel like this is digging in and finding all the different pieces, bringing them together, and letting them have a voice. And this brings us to our third card, Cardinal, and it says, the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. So what this is telling me is that when we're trying to get clear about all aspects of ourselves and feel good in those aspects, and we're trying to stand up for ourselves and speak our truth, and because we're now in a whole healthy situation, we got to balance. Okay, and I know it sounds weird, because when we think about balance, well, we're tending to think about polarities. I think the real clue in this is not to have the polarities at all. Forget polarities. Your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, all these things are one whole being. At the very roots of all of their creation is in the energy of the universe. All is one, y'all. All is one. What is in the whole is in the one. What's in the one is in the whole. So balance that, okay? Balance that idea in your mind, okay? And part of that is maybe stop thinking about the body as being evil, or stop thinking that to spiritually suffer, or to be on the love and light brigade, or to that toxic positivity, that's somehow helpful. Forget all that. You're a human having a human. You're your spirit having a human experience, but you're human in a human body. All the things, right? This is about being, your messy little human self, your messy animal self. Don't forget you're an animal. And that's okay. We're looking at this animal day. We're animals too. And we've set ourselves up as some kind of whatever. But get all that together. Don't deify spirituality and condemn physicality. Don't be a hedonist that forgets that there's something bigger than yourself out there. Balance that idea, and balance yourself as a whole creation, not just a body, or not just a soul. Okay, again, I hope all that was somewhat clear despite our Mercury retrograde. I feel like there's just so many layers to each one of those, and it's very intricately connected. And sometimes that, I hope that the meaning doesn't get lost in my message, I guess is what I'm saying there. Alright, I hope everyone's having a fantastic week. If all that was clear as mud, please post your comments below. I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye for now.